This is a tutorial on how to do an embroidered insertion seam. So this was a popular style on shirts and underthings and other fancy linens of the Renaissance period in the 1500s. And we do see it on a lot of extant shirts. So what I'm doing is I'm using buttonhole stitch, and I'm creating a stitch on one side of the fabric and then on the other. So the stitches kind of meet in the middle, and those are the stitches that actually, hold the seam together. The fabric, of course, is finished with a rolled hem, so I'm just taking these tiny stitches, one on each side, going back and forth. Now, in order to do that, I'm stitching through the fabric and then catching that thread on the other side of my needle so that it's caught and creates a little, this is a buttonhole stitch. It's a very popular stitch that we've been using, and we see on all kinds of different embroideries for, I think some of the earliest ones I can think of are in the 1300s, but I'm sure it appeared on garments beforehand. And it's often used to finish the raw edges of woolen garments, but on this kind of a linen seam, it's used to create this insertion seam. So I will continue stitching this way. This is a 1 centimeter long little bit here, and then I will leave a gap where I will then stitch a few stitches, two on each side that are next to each other, leave another little gap, do 4 more stitches, 2 on each side, and then do a stitch that's about 1/2 centimeter long. And this is what creates this pattern for the insertion seam. And this is how you embroider an embroidered insertion seam.